Welcome back, guys, to Horizon Forbidden West, where last episode we found the path to the data center blocked by not just one, but 3 machine snakes. With Aloy heading off on her own to deal with the issue, she climbed up to the launch pad to disengage the decaying vehicle, crushing 2 but leaving a third alive and pinned. We then fought and defeated the Sliver Fang, gaining access to the supposed Gaia backup only to find the Far Zenith never managed to obtain it, as Travis Tate foiled them, sending them a logic bomb instead that left Aloy feeling nothing but disappointment at yet another failed effort. Varl then suggested she seek out Sylens for information, and that they may find him thanks to the spy master Blameless Mirad, bringing Aloy back to Meridian for the first time since the victory over Hades.
I'll stay back until you're finished looking around.
Hey, Blameless Mirad. I didn't know you were actually the spy master, to be honest. I never caught that context.
Is that a statue of me? That's new.
Also incredibly worrying that they spent time making that statue versus doing the repairs first.
Let me know when you've completed your examination.
Well, I would examine it, but there's some things around here to check out.
Looks like a memorial. Honoring those who fell in the Battle of the Elite. Lots of brave people defended this place from Hades. Machine carcasses. Remnants from the Battle of the Elite.
A bellow back, right?
They were almost overrun by the machines Hades controlled. But we pushed through.
What's their end?
I guess I should be flattered by the statue. It feels wrong. Especially when my job's only half done.
Oh, Aloy's the type that cannot celebrate the victories she has achieved. I can get that, till it's done.
I've got a bad feeling about this. I don't know. Looks the same as before.
Should probably check out that staff.
I could pull this thing out of me. What? Transmission. He wouldn't. He couldn't. Something was transmitted from the top of the spire. I guess I have to find a way up there.
He wouldn't, he couldn't. We saw it happen after all, in Zero Dawn, but still.
What did you find?
Not done yet. But it definitely looks like the orb transmitted something into the spire.
That can't be good.
No, it can't be good, no. Don't tell me. Before Aloy had a pullcaster, she could never have made it up.
I might be able to climb up the scaffolding at the base of the spire.
Tap circle without pressing either stick to jump backwards from the position? I think that's changed. That looks like goodies. Come on, Aloy, get off. Purple goodies. I'll pick it all up for now. It's nice that it's circle without a directional press, to be perfectly honest. So there's a jump and there's an attempt to grab. X is attempt to grab onto a hold. Circle will just straight up jump. And what's up with this one? Because it looks like we can spin it. Aha, or step that one, of course.
There we go. Now, how to cross over to the spire. Right. Should be able to get up there now.
Do I need to pull anything else off, though? Oh, sorry. Wrong grapple type.
I thought Sylens was helping me when he gave me his lance. It looks like he tricked me. It transmitted something through the spire. Did he save Hades? Why would he do that? Well, if I can figure out where he sent it, I can track him down. Hopefully the transmission node at the top will tell me.
Yes, but which way do I go from here? Aha.
Looks like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the inside?
Not too risky.
An elevator? Let's see.
Access lift activated.
Lucky day.
Engaging maintenance configuration.
The whole thing is opening up. Wonder what the Carja will make of this. There's the note. Sword of the Far West. Bastard.
Well, Aloy, I see you finally figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my ruse.
You rigged the lance to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless. You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. Or why to obtain one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding.
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, now why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West, and learn all that I've discovered?
Oh, I'll come find you, all right.
Yes. Well, and the coordinates should make it simple enough. Even for you.
There's no other choice. Better let Varl and Murad know what I found.
A collect call from Sylens, who, while being an asshole, is incredibly charismatic when he does so. That lad's Reddick. Shouldn't be so likable.
You went inside it, and it transformed. Almost like the day of the battle.
I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it, the Tanakh, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King of Ard, a fragile peace has been negotiated. And indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tenakth might grant right of passage instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
The Sun King.
Aloy, it's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now, please?
Itamin, quiet.
It's true. We bear gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace, but I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion. Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but Who's it? Vanasha.
Quick, better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
Try it on.
It's beautiful.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
Well, first of all, I got a mod my spear now, haven't I? Aloy spears
I need
removed to
to
obtain
attach
the
master
champion
override
spear.
to my new spear.
That's what I thought.
Should be a workbench around here I can use.
Well, it's a very nice headdress you've got, and it's nice how they match the blue to your neck blue. They were considerate in their colorations of you.
I'll be right here until you need me.
You can toggle the visibility of Aloy's headpieces now? Okay.
Strange to be back in Meridian. Well, to be honest, it's always strange here.
I was gonna say, someone's grunting a lot.
The battle really wrecked this place.
The Nora of Legends. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Heyo. Look how I can do this. Don't be scared, though. When I suddenly just go zip up your structure. Question is, where do I want to go? I wonder if there's like collectibles to be found. I mean, there's supply caches to look around for, I guess.
Huh?
I mean, her. I'm Aloy. I just jump around. This is what I do. Parkour. Right, where's this workbench then?
That's part of the Deathbringer we defeated.
Yeah.
This machine was the last line of defense for Hades. It dragged the orb up here and then nearly killed me, but it's just a piece of scrap now.
And also, if you've got to look at it and compare them, kind of an anticlimactic being. Aside from the Fireclaw that was in Frozen Wilds, if you know what I mean, as a ending encounter.
Meridian owes you a debt it can never repay, Savior.
Thank you, God.
Dowager Queen Masadi.
Blessed champion. Itamin, what do you say?
My humblest thanks to you, great champion, for delivering my mother and me from Sunfall, and for defending our holy city against the forces of Shadow. Did I say right?
You said it fine, Itamin. And you're welcome.
Champion, will you teach me how to shoot like a real machine hunter?
Itamin.
I have to go on an important mission, Prince.
To save the world?
Something like that. But when I come back, I could give you a few tips. It would be an honor.
We owe you our lives, champion, and we will not forget. May the sun light your way.
Watch out for Thunderjaws, champion.
Specifically Thunderjaws, eh, kiddo?
Is it true you and Talana killed Redmaw? Marad said it's true.
Hush, child. Marad should know better than to fill your head with such stories.
But his stories are the only ones that aren't boring.
It's so true, it was even in the opening cutscene.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger, twice the size, covered in gold and jewels. But I was quite certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I'd hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger, but it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. To Nox territory.
By the sun, that's a Noct? Well, perhaps Marad already told you, but after years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce, in hopes of a lasting peace. Another embassy will be held in just a day or two.
See, here's the thing about the Tanakh, right? As I understand it, I like how they actually now just look around while you're trying to choose. The Nora were looked at the same way as well. Or would have been looked at the same way by Lakarja. The Nora would have been looked at the same way. They had their lands. They didn't let anyone through. They called it like the Savage East, didn't they? Where the Nora were. Or the Savage Lands. So they consider it like everyone that's their enemy. Just killers. So we'll probably get there and they're really nice. They're really like chilled out.
When you say years of hostility, I assume you mean the Red Raids?
Yeah, it's the Karja.
Ah, yes. My favorite subject.
I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to know.
As you know, my father raided all the border tribes. The Asuram, Banuk, and Nora suffered greatly, resisting as best they could. But none fought back like the Tanakh. They rose up and assaulted our western front at Barren Light, sweeping us from their lands. Getting them to talk to us again after that was tricky.
So what you're telling me is they're really good. They're strong.
How did you get the Tanakh to talk again after the war?
The same way I got you to talk. By giving gifts.
The Tanakh like tiaras?
More like medals, spices, and relics looted during the fighting. We've met with them on several occasions, and the gifts seem to have eased the tension. But this coming embassy is the most important yet. The best sign we've had so far that the Tanakh want lasting peace.
What makes this coming embassy so special?
Well, just like today, it is special because of the guest. Our delegation will meet with the Tanakh just outside Barren Light. We'll give them treasure, and they'll return a prisoner. Fashav, one of our finest soldiers.
Soldier? Don't you mean raider?
No, not in this case. Fashav is my cousin, nothing like Helis and his ilk. He joined the Western expedition with the hopes of reining in certain excesses. But he was captured during a heroic defense of our forward base at Cinnabar Sands, and has been held ever since.
Your cousin, Fashav. How long has he been a Tanakh captive?
5 years. Tanakh emissaries swear he is well, but I wonder. That tribe is renowned for its brutality. How did he survive? Well, I'll know soon enough. If you see him before I do, tell him that I await him in Meridian, where he belongs.
If I see him, I will.
Sounds like he's possibly naturalized?
Itamen looks happy.
You got him out of Sunfall. Any happiness he has, he owes to you. He's turning into a fine young man, which he'll need to be if he's to inherit the crown.
Wouldn't the crown go to a son of yours first?
Yes, well, I'd have to get married for that to happen. Murad keeps throwing noble matches at me. But I find I'm always trying to make them into someone they're not. At any rate, I never aspired to the throne, and I don't wish to sit there forever. When Edaman comes of age, I hope to step aside. Free of the crown. I might finally be able to travel the world. Who knows? Perhaps even accompany you on one of your adventures.
You make it sound easy. I need to get going.
One moment, Aloy. There's something I must ask you. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really the time.
But it has to be. The way you left before, there's no way to know when I'll see you again. I'm not trying to stop you, or hold you back, but I need to know. When your mission is over, will you return to Meridian? And stay? Long enough for us to spend time, to get to know each other properly, perhaps.
Nah, what? No. No, don't make me answer that. No. Now's not the time. I have a mission. Flashpoints are here, though.
Avad, the situation calls for a higher perspective. The threat I'm facing endangers not just Meridian, but a lot of other places too. A lot of innocent people. What happens between us, it's not important. At least, not yet.
You're right. I'm acting like a fool. It's supposed to be the king who calls for a higher perspective. Please accept my apology. And my wishes for your success. Goodbye, Aloy. As always, our hopes ride with you.
I mean, if all Avad can do is ask, he asks, and it doesn't. It comes off that Aloy's kind of like okay with it, or more to the point, like flattered, or even possibly thinking about it, but there's just other things on her mind. Unlike, well, you know, Varl and Erend, they are smooth, but they don't quite. They're just not quite as confronting with it. So it's kind of weird to have Avad be so like on point with it a little bit.
Hope all is well with you.
When those two aren't. Alright, you're telling me how to do melee attacks, are you? Well, I'm trying to get to whatever this is.
Workbench.
Hey, well, I want to talk to these guys first.
Uthid, Vanasha, thanks for being here.
Wouldn't miss it, even if you did leave us hanging after the big battle.
Vanasha, stop. She's here now, isn't she?
For the moment. But I see that look on her face. She's got business to attend to, and it isn't in Meridian.
You know, I didn't vanish before because I wanted to. I had...
No, Huntress. Please. You don't have to justify yourself to us. You saved our butts. If you've got to go, go. With our blessing.
Always.
It's that thing, isn't it? It's like, you literally have all these people who really give a crap about you now, and you're still not used to the whole having friends or being with people. Still. But then she hasn't even taken time to be that. To learn it. Hey, what's up? Pokey pokey.
You both look like you're doing well.
Mr. Shiny Pants here is now the Sun King's senior military advisor. That means people actually have to listen to him talk? May the sun bless their sorry souls.
At least I say something of substance every once in a while.
What was that? I just fell asleep while you were talking.
And how about you, Vanasha?
I've been looking after Nasadi and Edaman. 2 parts bodyguard, 1 part...
Bad influence.
Huh. I was gonna say nanny, but I like your version better.
I like their, duo.
I never pictured you as a nanny. Edaman must be special.
Hold on now. I'm not entirely domesticated. Nasadi was the Mad Sun King's wife. She has enemies. I've had to foil a plot or 2.
Right. You can try to hide it, but inside, you're as soft as a silk pillow.
Oh, you have no idea.
Huh? Oh dear.
We were talking about Edaman?
Yeah, okay, I admit it. Edaman's cute. He's fun, and he looks up to me. I like him. Except when he forgets to wash his hands after hooking worms in that muddy garden behind a solarium. Blech.
It's too easy, isn't it?
It's been months since I was in Sunfall. What's become of the Shadow Karja?
After you wiped out the eclipse, there were hardly any priests or officers left to terrorize the little people.
Avad offered amnesty to all who were forced to serve the Shadow, so the commoners cleaned out the citadel and handed it back to him. The Sundom was unified.
Avad wanted Uther to take command of the garrison there, but Captain Cudley here refused. Rumor has it that he wanted to stay close to me here in Meridian.
That's nonsense, of course.
They got their voice acting down, I feel.
Well, I know. You're out. Go! Away with you.
Always an honor, champion.
Always a pleasure. But please, little huntress, come back someday and tell us about your adventures. If I can't get in trouble, at least I can hear about yours.
Coupled with the body language, it makes for... he says having played 2 hours. Makes for some of, legitimately the best acting I've played in a game.
Everyone. I guess it was nice to catch up. For a little while.
But I do play a lot of JRPGs, if you know what I mean. Spear upgrade. Installs a master override and a new module to enable the build-up and release of kinetic energy in combat. Requires the resonator blast skill to use. Thank you very much.
Okay. Master override installed. Plus, something new. To store up and release energy. Resonator. Should help in a fight.
Back to Murat then. Come on, mate. Flying from the sky. It's kind of what I do. Is there no one else here? I wonder if I'll see Olin again or people like that. Olin's the weirdly missing one, of course. He went off with his family, which makes total sense for what was going on at the time. But I do wonder what that guy's up to. Ow, that's a lot of rock.
Is that the time? Or do you want to chat some more with your friends?
I better get going. And if I'm headed west, it sounds like I'll need rite of passage from the Tenakth, as you said. Where exactly is this embassy going to be held?
Past the Daunt, the canyon that marks the western border of the Sundom. You'll find the fortress of Barren Light at its farthest edge. The embassy will take place just beyond its gates. It's a long march, a fortnight on foot.
A couple of days hard riding should get us there.
Actually, it might be better to rest here tonight. Head out in the morning.
Of course. I'll arrange it.
Olin's?
this crown of ash and salt, their kindness calls to me. I have to block it out. My voice has grown so somber. These words don't seem like mine, but the iron won't subside. No matter what I try. And my raindrops in the flood, in this emptiness, in the storm. If I falter, if I fall, the wave inside my soul carries all I know. Who can take my hand in the flood? Her voice calls me forth through darkness unknown. My heart with silence burns through solemnness and bone. The edge beyond the shore, this weight of root and rod. I long to reach the other, to find the path we lost.